Hello and welcome to Forever Grateful. Today I'm going to share with you about myeloma and me. Well, before December 2017, I'd never heard of myeloma. In fact, the closest word I knew to it was melanoma. And I believe that when I told my daughter initially, I did say I had a melanoma on my spine, which she said made absolutely no sense, and it didn't. Myeloma is a cancer in the white blood cells of your body. If you want to know more, I would suggest you Google or consult a scientist, because I'm not a scientist, but I do know what it means. And when I found myself with this diagnosis, I faced the treatment. Now, the treatment was scary to me. I had no experience of chemotherapy. The most I knew about steroids were those that they give you when you have an allergic reaction to something. So that was all to become part of my new normal. Having yourself poked full of needles and learning to know what your white blood cell count was, your red cell count, and a whole lot of new terms and things that I knew nothing about. The worst part is that I was really scared. Friends would phone and say, "You are so brave," and I'd say, "I'm not brave." The only way I knew that I was getting through this was with God, and literally asking Him to walk with me along this route, to be with me and to hold my hand. But He did send me some other people. He sent me my husband, who held my hand through every prick of a needle, through every biopsy, and he was there for every opportunity that he could be to carry me through this journey. My children also were there. We joked about things. They were there for my treatment. And when you are going through a treatment like this, you meet so many different people. In actual fact, the first sprig of hope for me on this journey was when I met people who had been struggling with conditions such as myeloma, lymphoma, and even leukemia. And each one of them had a story to tell. And they were filled with hope. And this helped me tremendously on the journey. Once again, God had put these people in my paths. We've also made some really great friends on this journey through meeting people under these circumstances, and the human spirit that has been put in us by God is absolutely phenomenal. People want to survive, people want to live, and people go through these things in life with the most determined spirit and the most wonderful way of looking at the world. And I found this to be so inspirational, and it helped me understand more about my condition. What was also very good was the advice that I received upon the way. I didn't run away from advice. I didn't run away from counselors. I took every opportunity I could get to get help, to enable myself to cope with the journey and what lies ahead. And I was given some very good pieces of advice. One piece of advice was that this is a journey, that you are going down a river, and you are going to be through rapids. You are going to find parts that it's going to be tranquil. And when it gets rough, you hold on. It is horrible, and it's okay. It's not supposed to be fun. It's treatment. And then I was also told, trust. I chose to trust God, my doctors, and the facilities He'd placed at my disposal. And I learned also about this thing called kindness. When we hear of God, we know that God is kind. And it costs us nothing to be kind to the people that help us, to the people that tend to all our needs when we're in a hospital, and to the people around us who love us. And I saw this a great deal, not only with the nursing staff and the doctors, but I saw this with everybody that I encountered during my treatment. And this has made the whole journey a growing experience for me. And to encourage you, wherever you find yourself on this walk in life, if it's a disease or whatever it is, you can get through it. God is there. And God actually wants to take us through this journey and wants to be with us. And so the bravery or the courage that I've had doesn't come from me, it comes from God, as does the hope I have. Because it doesn't matter what happens, whichever way it happens, God will be there at the end of this journey, and He's on this journey now. And even though I don't know what the future holds, I do know who holds the future, and that is God. See you next time.